It's no secret that Porsha has been a fan favorite on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for years now. And if her seat right next to Andy Cohen for season 11's reunion last year did not solidify that enough, her becoming the latest Atlanta housewife to bag her own spinoff special surely puts the proof in the peach cobbler. But what if I told you that there was a time where Porsha was basically fired from the show and we never even knew about it?
Hold on. Wait, come back. Come back. Wait, no, wait. Hold on.
It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video. And today, let's sip this piping hot tea that Andy Cohen just spilled and how there was almost no peach for the Porsha we know and love at all.
Is there like a big spotlight on me?
Now, I know a lot of y'all probably saw the title of this video and clicked so fast, only to come here and blast me in the comments for spilling fake news. And honestly, you right. But hear me out and let me explain. Y'all already know that my middle name is Drama, and I cannot be Justin Diego without coming through with the dramatics. So hear me out and watch this full video because I have a feeling that by the end of this video, we are definitely going to be on the same page. The year is 2013, and it's Porsha's first year on the show. She's having a tough year, and these girls are ripping her apart about her marriage to football player Cordell Stewart.
That's what I asked you, was it a strip club? And I don't want to go to a strip club. Why?
Cordell would not be okay with that.
Don't come on the girls' trip if you're not gonna do all the girls' stuff. Unless Cordell gonna put on a wig and be a part of this girls' trip, we don't want to hear about Cordell. This is a girls' trip.
One of the most awkward moments Porsha had this season was the situation where Cordell let her go on the girls' trip, and the rest of the girls were so over it.
Can't we just be a what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Well, it's just my preference. It's just, I come to Vegas all the time, and strip club is just not my thing. It's just not what I do when I come.
I'm thinking like, okay, you scared your man gonna be mad because you went to the strip club or something? Like, why is it so serious?
Yeah, at the time, I wasn't really watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta like that. I don't know what show I was watching. I was probably living my best life in college. But I remember when Porsha joined the show, it was like this sigh of relief because she was young, she was dumb, and super relatable. And her iconic run-ins with Kenya Moore, who was also experiencing her first year of drama on the show, made the Real Housewives of Atlanta that show for me. Y'all, I was so here for season 5. So I guess I never really sat back and thought about it till now. But for me, Porsha and Kenya Moore are definitely the reason that I ever really started watching the show. Now, I guess that probably makes a lot more sense now for like the way that I edit my videos and how I'm always siding with Porsha or Kenya.
Y'all niggas are fucking everywhere. Like, I don't want to share this with y'all. I'm sorry.
Do y'all remember when y'all started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta? And do you guys remember like who played a major part in that? Comment below and let me know what season you started watching the show and who was your fave. Anyways, apparently the Housewives, the production company, nor Andy Cohen were sold on Porsha Williams as a housewife. And if it hadn't been for Porsha's blow up at the reunion, she was destined to only be a one peach wonder.
No one has asked me. I've only received your opinions on me. No one has asked me what's going on with my relationship and how I actually feel. My husband loves me to the core.
And I don't doubt
I love him so much. But what I have to do as a wife is consider my husband, because I'm a housewife.
This is not the show to come on.
In a recent podcast episode, Andy Cohen spilled the tea on how Porsha almost got fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it left everyone shook.
End of Porsha's first season. I don't know if I've said this before. She was at the reunion. It had just been announced like a day before Cordell was leaving her, and there was a fairly healthy dialogue amongst the producers about whether Porsha was going to come back at that time. This was the end of her first season, and she got up there at that reunion, and I was watching her, and I was like, Oh my God.
And I just want you all to just break down a little of the TV wall and see that we are real people.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
Maybe after I've done this shows a couple seasons, I won't give a damn either. But for right now, I'm a wife, and I'm trying to figure out things in my marriage. I'm not perfect. Cordell is not perfect by far, but he's my husband. I married him, and we took an oath in front of everyone. And to me, I'm gonna represent that to the world to the fullest. I'm not fake. I don't come around trying to just do this, do that, say that, put on no show for y'all. I'm Porsha. I want to be strong like you. I want to have a career as well. I want to have my children, okay, that I take care of, and they know mommy's gonna be home. You know, Cordell, no, I'm gonna cook his meals. Yeah, my life is beautiful. I don't work, I live well, my husband buys me gifts all the time, but guess what? I want more for myself. I want more for my family, and that's all I'm doing, okay?
I stand for Porsha. That was incredible,
Wow.
and she cemented her place on the show.
I'm here, and I'm ready to be real with you guys if y'all are ready to be real with me. I'm sorry, that was a lot.
Wow. Oh my God, I totally underestimated this woman, and look at where she is now on the show.
Yes, I want to point out a few things. First, I'm glad you know that we've officially got some insight into how these eliminations work. It seems like it's not just this split decision, it's not about who's the queen, it ain't about loyalty. Instead, producers are taking notes about a lot of things, like how well a new cast member gets along with the crew and their fellow cast. They are also looking at how well the public is interested and invested in you as the season progresses, and they are looking to anticipate whether or not a housewife has additional aspects of their storyline that is worth sharing. And most of all, they want to know, is a housewife still willing to share? Yeah, I hope that these housewives, and when I say housewives, I mean all of them, from Nene down to Tanya Sam, like, pay attention. And I am so relieved to know that you guys have a chance to really redeem yourself at these reunions. So when it comes to this reunion for this season that everybody is calling whack and boring, y'all better make it count. So yeah, Porsha gave us everything we needed at that season 5 reunion. And I remember looking at the housewives' reactions. I was looking at Candy, I was looking at Cynthia. They were all so shook. And I guess they were like, okay, sis, welcome to the show. Because little did you know, you were on your way out. And I know some of you probably feel like Andy is just fishing for press because this is really OT, but it's important to remember that this is true tea coming directly from the horse's mouth. Is that even a saying? Is that a saying coming directly from the horse's mouth? From the horse's mouth. I went back to watch the reunion for season 5, part 3 for myself, and I was really shook because I found out that Andy actually did a segment where he flat out asked the wives for their feedback about casting. And y'all already know that these girls had a lot to say.
You need to still look for another housewife.
Oh, really? You did?
Yeah. We do need another housewife, don't we?
I definitely believe that.
I think so.
All right.
Do you think we need one more person, or do you think that we need to replace a person?
I think we probably need to replace a person.
You do? Do you have someone in mind?
No, thank you. I'll talk to you about it at your office.
Okay.
Yes, I imagine at that time, Nene was hoping that they would definitely choose to recast Kenya Moore, and we all know who Phaedra wanted to get the boot. So yes, if it had not been for Porsha Williams pouring her heart out and standing up to these women in that moment, she would have been somewhere looking stupid like Kim Fields and Claudia Jordan, scrambling through... I can't even say it. She would be somewhere looking stupid like Kim Fields and Claudia Jordan, scrambling through seat cushions for loose change because she would have been a one-trick pony. Sorry I messed up the joke. Can't get it right.
You just played your self.
What do you think about Andy's shocking revelation? And tell me, do you agree with Andy Cohen and I about that moment being such a turning point for Porsha? Or do you feel like she really should have gotten the boot? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks again so much for watching this video. I will see you One Peach Wonders on the next one.